Welcome back, everybody. Now, Bholoja, born Mbongiseni Ngubane, is to be considered one of the most relevant figures of the contemporary African music scene. After the success of his first album, Swazi Soul, back in 2009, Bholoja gained vast appreciation and earned ample recognition in Southern Africa, becoming the first Swazi artist to achieve international exposure solely through the works of his music. He draws his inspiration from Swazi tradition and seeks to preserve the country's cultural heritage through his songs. His music is a response to the changing global situation and African growth challenges. Now, this passionate artist soon became Eswatini's rising symbol of its native rhythms, melodies, arts and culture. And maintaining Swazi traditions is his greatest inspiration and his way of living, becoming a mouthpiece for the underprivileged, bringing forward a message of hope to the victims of true social and health pandemics. Bholoja's unique and original brand of music, which he called Swazi Soul, quickly gained popularity in Southern Africa, and its distinctive and outstanding voice has become its symbol. Bholoja joins us now in studio this morning to tell us more. Bholoja, very good morning, man. Thank you so much for joining us.
How are you, sir?
Good seeing you. So what brings you to South Africa this time around?
I've just released a new album called Impilo. You know, all of my projects I've been working with a great team in France. So right now this album, actually last month it was #4 European charts.
Wow.
So I've worked with a very great team there, and you know, it's so encouraging. That I get support everywhere, at home and here in South Africa. Most of my band members are from SA, of course. Yeah, because you are now fast becoming a global brand, so that kind of support really was expected. Let's talk about Impilo. What's that about? Impilo is about life generally, or overcoming obstacles and you know, appreciating life as it is. You know, the simple way that I can describe this album, I usually say to people, it's like it's a doctor's prescription, you know, because once you listen to it, then you feel cool. You don't have to go to the, you know, doctors for medicine or whatsoever, but it calms you down. You must try it. Yeah. Everyone must try it, because most of the time the response that I get is like, you know what, your music changed my life. You know, I feel good, I feel better. And I'm impressed, because that is what has been my vision about this album when I was recording it. Yeah, I've actually heard so many people say that just listening to your music, their life has changed. So since your music is life changing, in what regard, in what aspects is your music life changing? I mean, is it the lyrics? Is it the beats? Is it the rhythm? What is it about your music? My music is soulful. And I talk about things that are touching our, you know, our lives, you know, in every aspect. Like you empower people through music. Those who are going through difficulties, you know, you are able to motivate them or inspire them through the music. You know, you're able to bring happiness. You bring able to bring comfort as well to the music. And also, I think I'm a storyteller as well. So nothing but an African life stories, which or most of them we relate, you know, whether you are from Swaziland or from Botswana or from Lesotho, but I believe we share one or two things there and there in terms of, you know, our African life. And apart from you being a storyteller and producing music that is soothing to the soul and, of course, being you know, life-changing to so many people, you're also involved in so many projects that aim to, you know, fight poverty in Africa or in Southern Africa, and you also work with the World Vision's Fight Against Abuse, to name just a few. Take us through what kind of work that you do. Yes, what I've been doing is that I've been working, of course, with World Vision, United Nations, UNICEF sometimes, you know, because I believe that as an artist, my task or our task is to be an advocate, you know, for whatever challenges that we're facing. For instance, we talk about human trafficking awareness. I was working with United Nations, you know, in making people to be aware that there's something like this. And if we take the lead as artists through the music, sing about these things, opening people's eyes, to realize those kind of things. And also, just to educate them, about whatever that you are facing, or maybe about abuse and so forth.
Yeah.
That it's, it's not the right thing to do. If you abuse women or men being abused and so forth, we have to play the role of bringing peace within that space. Bringing humanity within that space. That is our biggest role as artists, to be advocates for peace and better life.
So what kind of role then are you playing in terms of being an advocate for peace, and bringing about social
most
justice?
Of the time,
do those issues find expression in a music, or are you simply just an activist?
Luckily, it happens automatically when I sing, when I compose, and that's why I'm saying, like, people's life, most of them, they say, you know what, I was about to hang myself, I was about to divorce, I was about to do what, but I listened to your song and it changed my life, or I got encouraged. Sometimes it even comes to a point whereby I have to just to motivate, put guitars down and go visit the communities, just to share with them and encourage them, to stand, for whatever situation, challenges and so forth. Yeah.
I heard earlier on saying that you performed in France, and I know that you've had so many performances in France, and you're also involved, with the French Alliance. What is your relationship with the French?
Actually, 2010, I got to participate in Visa Pola Creatio, which is a competition of upcoming African musician, and I happened to win that one. And that introduced me to work with big artists like the team for Salificator. And I'm glad that since I started working with them back then, even today, this album, a lot of musicians, great musicians have participated. Even I've shared track 10 as well in this same album. We've collaborated with the Wali Padaru. Wali Padaru produced Salificator, Yusondo, Angelique Kijo. And, step by step, to me, it means a lot, because the more the music is known, the more people's, the more change, that is going to take place, because we are all about sending the message out there, and people, there's so much that is happening, in our lives. We do need this prescription.
Indeed.
Indeed. So
we definitely need that prescription, and I know that you're such a great storyteller. Just tell a story about Morning Life. I'm going to put you on the spot. I know that you haven't prepared it, but I know how a great creative you are. Just compose a song about Morning Life. Let's go.
Let's say. Kusile is having me right here, right now. And Mr. Ngubane is asking a lot of questions. In South Africa we won, we are champions again. Nay, nay, ay, dingo, ale, morning love.
But of course, I knew it. That was contemporary artist Bholoja, born in Mbongiseni Ngubane, all the way from Swaziland, chatting to us about his music, and he'll be back a little later for a performance, so make sure that you tune into Morning Live. Let's now take a quick break. We'll be right back.